It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Tuesday, the 31st of January, and what a beautiful day today. Goodness, temperatures feeling so good, up in the 70s in most spots. But the weather changes later this week as we see cooler air and a chance of some light rain. Let's dive in there and take a look. Water vapor satellite view, a westerly flow aloft, a very dry air mass, and a bright sunny sky across the state this afternoon. And check out those numbers. Wow. Just about everybody up in the 70s except for Fort Payne and Decatur. Birmingham at 72, Tuscaloosa 75. These values about 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. We'll take it, but we go back in the 50s, I think, later this week. Temperatures are nice and warm across the deep south. Dallas, Shreveport, Jackson, Columbia, South Carolina, all in the 70s. In fact, Dallas-Fort Worth is at 80 this afternoon. But colder air up north and out west, we see some of that later this week. And again, by Friday, highs should drop back in the 50s. There's the watch warning map around the nation. Things are quiet for us. Winter storm warnings for parts of Montana and some of the adjacent states back in the northwest United States. Thunderstorms not today. No thunder expected around the country. That's the day one convective outlook. And this is the rain for the next 7 days, valid through Tuesday evening of next week. Amounts vary from almost 1.5 inches over the Tennessee Valley down to lighter amounts near Dothan. And no doubt we're going to see some rain over the next 10 days, but the timing and the amounts are still a bit iffy, as you'll see. So here we go, model fans. This is the 12Z GFS, valid tomorrow at noon, 1st of February. Westerly flow aloft. A cold front will be north of the state. Clouds will likely increase during the day. There could be some light rain over the Tennessee Valley late in the day, but I think for places like Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden, the day will be dry, and the high will be in the upper 60s, still very mild, not quite as warm as today. Then for Thursday, the front drifts southward, and we'll mention a chance of some scattered light rain. Nothing heavy, nothing widespread, but some folks could see some rain during the day. And I'd say the high will be between 57 and 60 as we trend cooler. And this is Friday, same thing, a stalled front just south of here. Cloudy, some light rain possible at times during the day, and the high will be in the low and mid-50s, which is where we should be for this time of the year. Here's a look at the anomalies on Friday, and you can see temperatures about average here, noticeably colder up north. All right, weekend fans, here we go. This is Saturday. Looks cool and dry. We start the day in the 30s. The high will be in the 50s on Saturday. And then Sunday, we've got a cold front approaching from the northwest, and this will likely bring a chance of rain. But again, the guidance continues to back off on the coverage, especially for the southern half of the state. This looks like the best chance of rain will be for central and north Alabama. No severe weather, probably no thunder. The high will be in the 50s, but clearly a chance of rain at times on Sunday. And I say highs in the 50s. We might even bump up in the 60s on Sunday with a southerly flow in advance of the front. And then Monday, the front runs out of gas and dissipates, and we're going to be very mild. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw 70 on Monday. And again, clouds may be a shower, but nothing widespread. And this is Tuesday, a week from today, troughing west of the state, a deep surface low that's northeast of Kansas City. And if this is right, Tuesday of next week during the day would be breezy and mild, low 70s likely, showers and storms to the west. Then Tuesday night, that batch of rain and storms will likely move in here, with a surface low near Grand Rapids, Michigan. And then Wednesday, the initial surface low moves into Canada. A secondary low forms near Nashville, and that could bring some strong storms if the secondary low forms. So be aware of that. Wednesday would be a day with highs in the 60s and a good chance of rain and thunderstorms. We'll check the end of the forecast period. Friday of next week, the 10th, a deep trough west of the state, and a 1033 high builds in. And it's going to turn colder. Check out the anomalies at the end of next week. Instead of 20 degrees above average like today, this is suggesting we'll be 15 to 20 degrees below average by the end of next week, if this verifies. So understand winter is far from over, despite the spring-like feel we have today. Now, these are the numbers, and again, you can see highs backing down in the 50s later this week, then rising to near 70 early next week. But then, by Thursday of next week, the high dropping to 45. That's that surge of cold air we showed you. So, again, it's going to be your typical Alabama weather roller coaster ride, more than likely for the next 2 weeks. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on the live stream or on television, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.